Hi there, this is Advocate Prashant and welcome to my apartment law awareness video series. And in this video, I am going to talk about certain precautions which an apartment owner should actually take while purchasing an apartment in a group housing project, or let's simply say, purchasing an apartment in any project. And in this video, I'll be talking about certain provisions of the Uttar Pradesh Apartment Act as well as the provisions of the Real Estate Regulation and Development Act 2016. For the knowledge of the viewer, I must tell you that I am talking in particular about the state of Uttar Pradesh, that what precautions you should take while purchasing an apartment in Uttar Pradesh. So whenever we talk about an apartment, that means there would be an apartment building, and that apartment building would be using a common land. On a common land there would be different towers, and in that tower you would be having your apartment in one of the towers. So while you are going to purchase an apartment, your first research or your first inquisitiveness should be with respect to the land. So to begin with, you must know about what is the title of the land, what is the mode of the conveyance of the land, who is the actual owner of the land, whether the land has been transferred on lease basis, and what is the land user. So when I talk about the title of the land, that means ki whether that land, title of the land, in the sense the ownership, the complete ownership of the land is with the builder, or it is with some other company or with some other private person. Number one. Number two, what is the mode of conveyance? Conveyance means how the land has been transferred or how the interest has been created in the land. That can be through sale deed or through a lease deed. When it comes to a sale deed, it means that the land is freehold, and for all times to come the land will be vested in the builder, and after the sale of the apartments it will vest proportionately in your name if you are going to purchase, or it will proportionately vest in the name of all the apartment owners. The third thing that you have to see, which is actually very important, is the land user of the land. When I talk about the land user, it means that what is the actual use or for what purposes the land can be used. So let us say since you are buying an apartment, that means that either the land would be for residential use or it may be a mixed land use. When it is a residential land use, that means ki only apartments or only villas or housing or houses or flats would be built on that land. But if the user of the land is mixed land use, that means on the entire land there can be apartments, there can be convention centers, there can be commercial spaces, there can be a shopping mall, and there can be an office building as well. Such kind of developments are coming very fast in the leading cities like Lucknow, Noida, various cities of Gautam Budh Nagar district, Ghaziabad, etc. Now if you want to have a peaceful life, or depending upon your liking towards where you want to live, you can have your house in a mixed land use also and in a residential use, as you may as it may be. It depends upon your choice. So if it's a residential use, there can be no commercial activity for all times to come. But if it is going to be a mixed land use, all such activities, commercial, office building, all these activities can definitely take place there. So you have to decide on to that. And whenever you are going to purchase the land, please ask for the title and the conveyance document. That is, if it is on lease, ask the builder for the copy of the lease deed. If it's a sale deed, ask for the sale deed, but do have the copy of the conveyance deed with you. How it is very easy to find out. You can find it that on the Uttar Pradesh RERA website also, by going into the project section, and you can have the copy of the land conveyance deed there. The other thing with respect to land that you are required to be very sure of, about which information on the RERA website is not given most of the time by most of the builders, is what are the encumbrances which have been created on the concerned land. Say encumbrances means the land may have been mortgaged to a financer, to some bank, to some NBFC, or to some other kind of creditor. By various means it can be mortgaged for taking money. Normally builders, they take the land and they get NOC for mortgage from the authorities, and then they take money in lieu of that by keeping the land as a secured asset. Now let us say, if you will have to see that what is the actual cost of the land, how much money will be incurred in developing the project, and how much loan has been taken. So this would be depending upon your acumen and your understanding that whether the project is feasible or not, because many projects in cities like Noida and Greater Noida have failed only because of this purpose, that loan was taken for an amount more than for even more than the cost of the project, and this was allowed only because of certain ulterior consideration between the loan provider and the company taking the loan, that is the builder itself. And these projects could not be completed on time. And even when the resolution issue comes, when through NCLT the resolution process were taken for resolving the issue, there were no subsequent resolution offers. So you have to be very cautious about what are the encumbrances that have been created on the land. So this is about the gist about what all precautions you will have to take about the land if you are going to purchase an apartment. Now let us come to the second issue, which would be the tower itself and the sanction building plan of the group housing project. It is always advisable. See, the thing is that if whenever an authority issues any building plan, whenever Noida authority or a development authority like Lucknow Development Authority or Ghaziabad Development Authority, they allot any plot, then there is a term or a condition while allotting the plan that the builder will have to get the plan sanctioned within 6 months or 1 year, and the construction will also be required to be completed within 5 years to 7 years. Even all the maps that are sanctioned in Uttar Pradesh have a limitation expiry of 5 years. They are valid for 5 years only from the date of sanction. Now what you have to see in the map, always try to purchase an apartment which forms part of the first sanction map. Remember this thing, always try to purchase an apartment which was there in the original sanction map. You should avoid purchase apartment which is subsequently added into a project. There is a very simple reason for this thing, because the Uttar Pradesh Apartment Act also provides, firstly it prohibits amending the plan, but then it has also provided a method through which plan can be amended. Similarly, Real Estate Regulatory or say Real Estate Regulation Act also prohibits alteration in the sanction maps, but there is a way out to it, that if 2/3 of the members have allowed or have consented for changing the sanction plan of a project, then definitely the plan can be amended. But the catch here is that the builders do not follow the given process, and the consent taken is a blanket consent. So there have been cases where blanket consents were taken from the existing apartment owners, and then those plans were, or sanction maps were nullified or quashed by the concerned court, and then the problem actually emerges for the subsequent buyers. So you have to be very clear with the builder when you are purchasing the apartment, that whether the apartment that you are going to purchase was there in the first plan or not. See, the apartment being there in the plan is different thing, and the apartment being there in the first plan is a different thing. This has resulted into several litigation, and then once the litigation, or once a person who had purchased the flat in the first according to the first sanction plan, and he comes to know that his plan is being changed, then he is at a losing end there, for a simple reason that suppose there was a plot of 100 square meter, and say that 10 apartments were being constructed in that 100 square meter plot. Now when 10 apartments are being constructed there, as per the law of the land, all these 10 apartments have a share in land, proportionate share in land. So if all the apartments are of same size, then they have 1/10 share in the land. Now let us say the builder has sold all the 10 apartments, and subsequent to that he has added 5 more apartments. Going by this example, if 5 subsequent apartments are being added, then definitely the 1/10th share of each of the existing apartment owners, that is decreasing. And if the builder has not compensated to the existing 10 buyers and have not taken consent from those 10 buyers, then the subsequent addition of the apartment is illegal. This is a very simple logic, that he is encroaching, or the builder is encroaching upon the land of those existing 10 buyers. So I hope that nobody will like to have a disputed apartment where they are encroaching upon the land of others, and if the existing buyers, they are going into litigation, they will have a very strong case. So try to avoid purchasing an apartment in a amended building plan. So when you are purchasing an apartment, always ask the builder or the agent to give you a certified copy, certified in the sense that they should put a fresh stamp with a date on the conveyance deed and the map on the basis of which you are going to purchase the apartment. These are certain very basic precautions that you can take while purchasing an apartment. For other things, I may be making other videos as well. And yeah, always remember that getting these documents is your right under the Uttar Pradesh Apartment Act as well as under the Real Estate Regulation and Development Act. No builder can deny you about giving these documents. If they are denying, you can write a complaint or file a complaint to the RERA authority by simply visiting their website. And the third and one of the very important things that I will like to tell you, that don't ever sign a booking form without seeing the actual builder buyer agreement or the agreement to sale or the agreement to sublease, which the builder will actually sign with you once you pay the 10% amount or 10% of the booking amount. Because there is this problem which they cause, that the builder would first take 10% amount from you, and then it will make you sign certain agreement to sale, which may be contrary or which may not be in your interest, or which may be even against the model agreement to sale that has been issued by the Uttar Pradesh RERA authority. Yes, the Uttar Pradesh RERA authority has issued agreement to sale, pro forma agreement to sale, which every builder is required to follow, but in experience I have seen that they make very small changes in them, which ultimately becomes a cause of litigation. So please see that agreement or get it mentioned in the booking form that the terms and conditions of the sale agreement shall be verbatim reproduction of the agreement, pro forma agreement to sale as issued by the Uttar Pradesh Real Estate Regulatory Authority in the year 2010. You can find a copy of the pro forma agreement to sale on the website of the Uttar Pradesh RERA website as well. So these are the 3 precautions which I wanted to suggest to you by means of this video. I hope that this video would be helpful for you, and it will help you in taking a right and a just decision about purchasing your apartment, especially in Uttar Pradesh. Thank you so much. Please do like the video if this video is helping you anyhow, and please do subscribe the channel and share it with your friends. Thank you so much.